Hi everyone, welcome to another session of G9ija News Review. Today we've got some news really coming up for you. Just before we actually get started, I would like to actually inform our viewers that from tomorrow, so we will no longer be G9ijaTV News Review. It will be Direct Wire. So, and it's going to be, as always, engaging, informative, and accurate. So, without much ado, just wanted everyone to know that. So, from tomorrow, it's going to be Direct Wire. Thank you. And I'm sure we'll be getting the same support we've always had from our viewers. So, without much ado, let's get started with the first news that we're looking at. Now, this one is, when people are emboldened, eh, they don't care. It's a bit like an armed robber that goes to someone's house, okay? And when he gets there, he's not even hiding anything. He's going there, boldly marching in there like he owns the place, doesn't care, goes there, check out their TV, their phones, you know. It's even possible that this kind of bold armed robber, he's going there. This is not midnight, this is like daytime sort of thing. Let's look at this. I just want to share this with you. I can liken that analogy to what really happened in this case here. Let's take a quick look. Yeah. It says bandits in Zamfara receive bank transfer, collect 2 million naira ransom. Can you imagine that for a second? How is that even possible? These guys are no longer hiding. So you understand what I actually meant by like an armed robber walking to somebody's house and clearly, picking up things. He's not even wearing a face mask, nothing. He has a car waiting for him outside, just marching like, it's God's given right. So what we've got there, it says terrorists locally dubbed as bandits now receive ransom through bank electronic transfer in Zamfara State, Northwest Nigeria. It is learned that some of the terrorists were paid 2 million ransom through a Money Point virtual bank account on October 3rd, 2024. A money transfer instrument seen by the Sahara Reporter. This is actually the source for this is from Sahara Reporters. Showed that 2 million was paid into a PalmPay virtual bank account number, owned by one Musa Mohammed, believed to be a bandit in Zamfara State. This was reported by a conflict and crisis journalist in Nigeria Northwest, Bakatini, on his ex social media handle. Bakatini disclosed that after the 2 million bank transfer, the bandit instructed, can you imagine, he even gave instruction that additional millions be delivered to a specified location, according to a credible source. Wow. How crazy can that be? The incident reportedly happened in the Chinkafi local government area, Zamfara State. Bandits in Zamfara State received ransom through bank transfer. After transferring the 2 million to their bank account as requested, they later instructed that additional millions be delivered to a specified location, according to the source. The incident happened in Shikafi local government, area in the Zamfara State. I mean, this is how is that even believable? This is the sort of thing that we actually see that is why these guys, there is more of them. There is so much. So obviously, is this some collusion between them and the bank? I'm just asking. I'm not saying there is, but I mean, how is this even possible that they could not have been detected? Anyway, so that's that. Moving to the next one. We don't want to waste time today. So what we've actually got now is this news about, remember those happy boys that went to Greece? There are some people that just mess about. They are given opportunities in life and they just just mess it up. And I think that is the story, that's the sad story about these boys. That's just the sad story about it. Just 1 second. Right. He said former Chicken Republic guards, Happy Boys, reportedly seek new jobs. How is that even possible? I'm sure you, everybody actually remember what really took place, with these guys a while back. They had the opportunity that they were actually sent to Greece. And anyway, let's actually read the story here. It says former security guards Matthew Precious Kelechi and Amako Johnson, better known as the Happy Boys, who were deported from Cyprus, have allegedly applied for new jobs. In a video making waves on a popular social media platform, the said boys were seen being interviewed and groomed by some individuals. These guys were given the opportunity, they were given this opportunity to, to travel. They were seen performing online. Well, that was when they were, you can see from the pictures, when they were security guards, they were dancing, and then they were sacked. And from there, people reached out. I think it was a pastor, took charge of them, sent them abroad, got them. And this guy got there and they started misbehaving anyhow. These guys were just performing stone, insulting the man, saying all sorts of things. They dragged the man. It's one of those things that I said that, look, poverty, people that always blame men of God and say that, when somebody bless the men of God, they will be like, oh, why don't you go and help the poor? Leave that. Go and see. Judas did more than that. Judas actually sat with Jesus. Kuru kuru ai. That was what Judas did. Remember? Mary Magdalene, when he actually said, oh, why don't you sell this thing and then go and give it to the poor? It is not about that. It doesn't work like that. If you like, give every Nigerian 1 million pound sterling, not dollars, pound sterling. Give everyone 1 million pounds. Guess what? They will go right back. Most will go right back to square one. I feel for them, but it is what it is. I just pray they've learned their lesson and they will get another chance. That maybe because I think they needed to learn the lesson. Let's look at this video.
But you really should say this voice. Yes, and there is no, hold on. This one. You think MC? I'm not an assistant secretary. Assistant secretary, that's the same thing. You can do it. You can do it. No, but before MC then use assistant secretary, they don't know before they come. I tell you what I did now. I don't tell you as an assistant secretary. Yes, assistant secretary. But you, bro, you, manager, looking. Assistant secretary, you employ. Yes, these guys are smart. They are good. But I think I know these boys. You this. Now, they are repented. I know the ones you know before. They are repented.
Wow. Did you hear that?
If this person come now and say, person they look, depend on the empire, this is look. If this boy they tell us I go for secretary job, we forgot what it is. Well, what this is going to I'm not start to. I'm ready to cut it now. I'm ready to cut it. You guys don't know. But anyway, me, sometimes first impression matters. This one, see this one, see the way, see the combat. See people dressing when
Quite frankly, I mean, who would take this guy as secretary? They don't even look the part one bit. If you are looking for area boys to go and help you beat up some people, this is the kind of people you would look like. Secretary. These guys are something else.
No, the truth be say, you know, understand the secretary job. Secretary now.
The guy that I think that this guy with his hand on his head, you can see that, of course, he's fighting a corner, but he himself knows that look, they've goofed.
Baba fam. To make the whole story short, I know no disrespect, bro. But I know she was saying another for this.
Absolutely.
Baba, if I bab these boys their hair, then they wear better clothes come. No, no, about better. Because me, I don't see them. You know, no, the truth is, say, you know, say secretary job na kind of official work.
Mm.
So what says that I know sure say this is very secretary job.
No, at all. They don't look at it. They don't look the part one bit.
Na security feed.
It's true.
You know, access. They were security. They don't artists. They were security, so they don't have a problem. So they push them up. They will fit take security work.
Wow, it's really sad though. It's really sad.
You want the job of secretary? You really want to?
Really sad.
So then the manager is, so you can see the look at like.
Anyway, I just got that from here now. Look, the truth of the matter is that these guys are. There was no way, and I'm really happy that guy did not make an emotional decision. He really did make a very hard nosed decision there that these guys are they know from, and that's it. It's just a terrible thing. And a lot of people, these guys are not just the only ones that do it now. We've had cases where we've had people to come for interview, and when they show up, you're thinking, come on now, at least basic decency. You're going to look for as an office worker, address as if that you're going to be working for, shall I say, MC Uluomo. Even the MC Uluomo's people self will not dress like that self now. As if that they are going to go and fight somewhere. I mean, just look at that. Right, moving swiftly on. Now we are now going to the next story, which has to do with CAN. It has to do with the Lord chosen. I've heard so much about the Lord chosen, honestly. So I'm not really saying anything that I'm not really well informed about. Now it says that CAN, that's the Christian Association of Nigeria, directs Lord chosen to vet testimonies before presentation. It said the Lagos State chapter of the Christian Association of Nigeria has instructed the leadership of the Lord's Chosen Charismatic Revival Ministry to review the pattern with which its members present testimonies at gathering. Recall that the Christian body condemned one of the viral testimonies shared by a member of the church during the penultimate week. In sharing the testimony, the unnamed member claimed that an old man appeared to her in the examination hall and gave her answers to some questions. The member said she also shared the answers with a member of the Mountain of Fire and Miracle Ministry in the examination hall. The Lagos CAN chairman, Bishop Stephen Adigbite, condemned the testimony, describing it as an altar fabrication. Adigbite said the Christian body will summon the leadership of the church to a crunch meeting to address the controversial testimonies. Speaking with Saturday Punch on Thursday, the CAN chairman confirmed that the meeting had been held and that the church had been ordered to change its pattern of relaying testimonies henceforth. We had a meeting last Friday as the CAN secretary in Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos. Representatives of the church were there and we told them to be careful and review the part of their testimonies. It is only a madman who would think otherwise. Speaking further, he said all the 5 block leaders of the CAN were at the meeting, including the coordinator from the 57 local government areas in the state. Over 100 people attended the meeting and we discussed the testimony issue. Everybody was on the same page. We reject vehemently and testimony that is not reasonable and sensible, which can be misleading and bring disrepute to the name of Christ. We reject it in its entirety. We told the leaders to ensure that they ask their members what they want to say before giving them the microphone. If what they want to say is not good for public consumption, it should be disallowed. God still perform miracles. We must say the truth and nothing but the truth, the can chairman stated. Now I get it. It's one of those things that it's true. You can imagine it's a bit like you've gone to do an exam. Exam has integrity, and God will move the way He wants to move, but not in that sort of like manner. You understand what I'm trying to say? So there are some things that God will do. I remember Christ was told to change stone to bread. He refused. He refused. He was given a condition that you are hungry, turn the stone to, when he was actually fasting 40 days, 40 nights. And when the fasting came to an end, he said he was hungered, which means he was starving, he was hungry. And the devil then came came to actually test him. But he said no, he could have done it, but he didn't do it. So that's the thing with God. God, he doesn't do foolish things. It's a bit like an armed robber that now goes to go and rob, and now comes back and say, "Hey, he wants to give testimony. We went to rob today. In fact, we robbed 3 banks. They were even shaking our hand. When we dropped the bag of money, they even came and said, please, you carry this bag, or you left this behind." And then they now come to each other and now begin to say that, oh, we have found favor. We found favor. Of course, that is ludicrous. That is mad. That is crazy. Because the moment you start allowing crazy stuff like what is being said there, and they were saying, oh, isn't that called cheating? And you now carry the thing to go and say that, I gave it to a member of other churches. Nah. I think Khan actually did the right thing in this case here. They did exactly, no. No. It was just crazy. That definitely. If anybody appeared, it is the devil. That wasn't God, or the spirit of God, or the angel. Right. Okay. Moving swiftly on. Now we're going to Ekiti State. So let me share this very quickly. Governor Oyebanji, first and foremost, one of the most active governor. I think if they're going to give an award to a governor, it's Governor Oyebanji that they will be giving that to. Honestly, I mean, this governor is just so active, very, very active. He's just taking all the boxes. So, I mean, kudos to him. So he says here that Governor Yebanji gives Ekiti best teacher 47.8 million in gifts, berates exam fraud, and he says the state governor, Mr. Abiodun Yebanji, on Saturday presented a total of 47.8 million naira as gift to teachers who emerged best in different categories during this year Teacher Day celebration in Ado Ekiti, the state capital. In his stern fashion, the governor also stressed the resolve of his administration to stamp out examination malpractices in whatever form in order to maintain the integrity of the educational sector in the state. The teachers also used the opportunity of the World Teachers Day celebration, which took place at Ekiti Parapo Pavilion, Ado Ekiti, to pass a vote of confidence in the educational policy of the Oyebanji administration and endorse the governor for a second term in office. They inked their endorsement for the governor on the need to further give him an unfettered opportunity to consolidate on the various programs and policies being implemented to revamp education in the state. At the event, with the team valuing teachers' voices towards the new social contracts for education, Mrs. Modukwe Folayemi of St. Francis Primary School, Ibaraodo, and Mr. Odunayo Oriloye of Notre Dame Grammar School, UC Ekiti, received a whopping sum of 6 million each as the best teachers in primary and secondary school, respectively. 2 teachers got the sum of 3 million naira each as first runner-up. 4 received the sum of 1.5 million as second runner-up, while 26 teachers were rewarded with 200,000 each as consolation prize. The venue of the event was turned into a carnival as teachers across educational are done in Ashwebi electrified the arena in celebration of the annual event and praised the governor for what they describe as his teacher-friendly policy. I mean, we can say so much about the present governor, and he's just fantastic. Honestly, I've not had anybody says anything, and all I've seen continuously is just that he's just been doing things left, right, and center. He's an action governor. Let me put it that way, and he's doing great things, and I believe he will do greater things as well. And you don't hear of anything fighting or about him. All you actually get is him engaging, assessing, improving the lives of people, students, workers across the state. He's not going to have any problem getting a second time. I can guarantee that. Absolutely. There is nobody. Seriously, there is nobody. Let's look at some of the things that people are saying, so some of the comments. They said their true reward is in heaven. Yeah, but they must hit it on earth as well. So someone said God has a way of remembering his own. It's time you remember me, Lord. Somebody else says nice initiative. Then somebody said, Shebi, this now Southwest. Come and hear courses being laid down for the Ogun one. The man that dies is paid with salaries. Don't know what that one is talking about. Um he said these are good gestures that are soothing to the heads. Love it. That's commendable, says someone else. Eleyi, I don't know what they're talking about here. He said Ekiti is a quiet state with a gentle governor. He's gentle and he's very strict. I mean, from what I've heard from other people as well, he's gentle, very strict, and very respectable. I have seen him, the elders in the states, he prostrates and greets them and everything. This guy is, in fact, somebody said this is commendable from the state governor. Congratulations to beneficiaries. So this is just one of the highlights. It's not every time that we'll talk about you know bandits and things. It's not as if that there are no security situation there, but I think it's sort of come down. It's not as bad as it used to be, and I think they are paying attention to it. So kudos to the governor. So now there's a story here I want to talk about. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this story. I saw this story, I think, on G9ijaTV actually, that I actually saw this. And it's about a lady, from my accent, I think it's in the United Kingdom. And there was a wedding, and this woman just burst in there in the reception. And she just although we didn't see so much of it, but right there, you see the shocker in the face of everybody. Let me just share this. I think I should have gotten. I don't really have the old video, but so I'm just gonna ask people. I mean, what do you think? This woman just went in there and she just went ballistic. Scattered the wedding, everything. Now, apparently, she was married to this gentleman before they were married. So it's not like see that they were dating and then the guy sneaked up to go and get married. That is not what happened. And that is what is really taking place here. It says the woman who caused commotion at the wedding when she barged in and objected has shared this side of the story. She did a video on TikTok addressing the outrage that her objection sparked online. In the video, she claimed she was trying to save the bride from the groom, who is her ex-husband. Remember, ex-husband. If it's her ex-husband, what the heck? I mean, what is she looking for there? You know, it's not her business to go and advise. Even if we say you want to advise the woman, is it on the wedding day? Come on, you guys have gone your separate place now. She should have been arrested. That is my own personal view. What do you guys think? Actually, I thought that maybe she was abandoned, that the guy, maybe she had a child for the guy, abandoned the lady and the child, then the guy now sneaked off. But that's not what took place. She added that the groom cheated on her all through their marriage. Terrible. Accepted. She said Caleb is a bastard. Almost. First thing first, he cheated on me first from the beginning of our marriage. He cheated up until when we got divorced. He's been cheating from jump. I found out that he was cheating and I decided to cheat on him back. When he found out he was throwing up, crying, doing all the nags, She added, "Don't dish what you cannot receive." I dished back to him what he dished to me. Second of all, saying that I'm a home wrecker. How am I a home wrecker when I was the original? Well, that does not really mean anyway. Babes, you cannot honestly wreck something that was never a home to begin with. The relationship was built on a sham. It's been cheating from the jump. I don't understand what you people are not getting. I think she's a bit delusional, quite frankly. I think she's actually got it wrong. You are no longer married. You're already divorced. So move on. She also denied claims the bride is her friend. I'm not the bride's friend, so I met her that day. She said, I already, you know what? Let's play the video. I think that would be the best thing. Let me put the video on here.
That objected at the wedding yesterday, and I just wanted to come on here and clarify a couple things because I've been seeing my name be dragged through the mud, and I don't like that. And I wanted to just come on here and set the record straight.
This girl is nuts. Honestly, oh boy.
While we were from the beginning of our marriage, cheated. Up until when we got divorced, okay? He's been cheating from jump. I found out that he cheated, and I decided to get my leg back and cheat on him back. And when he found out he was thrown up, throwing a fit, crying and doing all the nines, I didn't care.
Oh, sorry. So I'm just trying to get this back. Okay.
First of all, how are you going to get mad at the player? Get mad at the game. Don't dish what you cannot receive. I just feel the game was tit and tat. I dished back to him what he dished to me.
So I'm trying to get this back in here. You need to see the way she was actually talking, honestly. She needs to go and scatter the place now.
Come on here and set the record straight. First things first. Yes, I objected at that wedding. And you want to know why? Because Caleb is a bastard. Caleb. Okay, he's actually he is a rinse of a man. Okay. First things first, he cheated on me first. He cheated while we were from the beginning of our marriage, he cheated. Up until when we got divorced. Okay. He's been cheating from jump. I found out he was cheating, and I decided to get my leg back and cheat on him back. And when he found out he was thrown up, throwing a fit, crying and doing all the nines, I didn't care. That aside, because first of all, how are you gonna get mad at the player? Get mad at the game. Don't dish what you cannot receive. I just feel the game was tit and tat. I dished back to him what he dished to me. Second of all, I've been seeing that I'm a homewrecker. How am I a homewrecker when I was the original? Babes, you cannot homewreck something that was never a home to begin with. the relationship was built on a sham. He's been cheating from the jump. I don't understand why you people are not getting. There are things I've been seeing that you guys are calling me grimy for because apparently I'm the bride's friend. I'm not the bride's friend. I met her that day and I already set my intention I was going in to ruin that wedding. So just because I met her and she was a cool girl and she's cute and petite does not mean I was not going to do anything. And at the end of the day, I really only came to eat jollof rice. Like I really only came to eat the food, and I let that be known. And I said, I wish you all the happiness in the sham that you call a marriage. And I pray that it's fruitful and it's blessed. You guys coming for me because I did what any normal girl would do if her man is a chronic cheater and he's trying to get on the next girl. I was trying to save her, but clearly they didn't do a good job because they're still married. But yeah, happy married life, Caleb and Kamari. I wish you guys all the happiness in this world.
Wow. I just think she's actually delusional. I just think she's actually delusional. They already divorced. There was no need for her to actually go in there. I just left the guy to his own device. There's no need for her to go there. She said she has already revenged. So the moment that she too has dished her own back now, then why are you coming to come and scatter? Yeah, you've done your own bit now. So once you say you've done your own bit, oh, that's it, and you're officially divorced. So why go there? Anyway, I would like to know exactly what you guys think. Do you think she's actually right in doing that? Okay, so I think we have this other one. This one is interesting. This is what I call a African power. There's a guy here that went to go and steal. Now they didn't really say exactly where he went to. I'm not too sure. I think that looks like a battery, that he actually took. So he said a suspected thief was attacked by a swarm of bees after stealing a battery from a house. This is in Zimbabwe, forcing him to return the stolen item. In a video making the rounds online, the suspect, speaking in the Shona language, admitted that this was his third attempt at stealing from the same house. So those one decided to use the African power. So bees went and attacked him, and almost like, I don't know whether they brought him there or he came of his own volition after the bees dealt with him. But this is what it is. I don't think they're stinking him.
ndakangoona ndazara chikuda isiwo saka zviri kundiremera kuti ndizive kuti zviri kufamba sei saka ndatirega ndidzokere na
Zimbabwe tiri pano nhasi mukomana muri kuona
I don't think those bees did not sting him.
Akabata ini hanzi arara ipapa
Wow.
apa ari kudedera akamomoterwa nenyuchi. Tinosinzwa nyaya dzenyuchi takambodziona.
I think the British police they need this kind of bees power. I think, in fact, we need it in Nigeria as well. Most African countries, we need something like this. That anybody that steals from those who are in government, if anybody is found to be stealing or engaging in corruption, this should be the very good. Wow. Wow. Unfortunately, I don't know what they're saying. So, if any of you understand the Shona language, Zimbabwe Shona language, maybe you can interpret. But this is the result. Guys told they sent the African power to actually deal with him. End of story. So, just before we leave, I think there's one more story that I want to talk about. Okay, this one is actually an American. This one is an American story, and this is the last one actually. So, what I really love about this is about the lady that used to be a Democrat. The Democrats are Joe Biden, the president, and the vice president, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is now running as president after Joe Biden, step aside, Niger style, or whether he was pushed aside. So whichever way you want to believe. So the mainstream will have us believe that he's a gentleman. Joe Biden just stepped aside, but some of the antecedents that we've seen, in recent times shows that the guy is angry and he's doing all he can to wreck our chances. That's it. So I'm able to say that. So the focus really now is on this lady. She used to be a Democrat. Now Democrats are supposed to be nice people, everything, but it has turned out that when you see a lot of the Democrats, they are intolerant. They accuse the Republicans of not being tolerant. That is Donald Trump party. They said that they are not they are the party, that's the Democrats are the party of caring. They do all sorts of things. They're about love and joy. They're about tolerance. They're not racist. But when you look at it, you find out that the very thing they are accusing, the very thing they said that they are, that is exactly what the Republicans are. Several videos, some Democrats have actually gone to where they have like some gatherings where or some crowd they've actually attended the campaign that Donald Trump has been having. And the way they've received them, hugged them, they're surprised, like, I thought they're supposed to beat me up now once they know that I'm a Democrat. But the people that have shown them love. Then we had another one as well where a Republican went to where the Democrats were. They showed him shaggy. So this is a video of a lady that used to be a Democrat, and she was shocked that so these people that we've been told, because I see a lot of Democrats are being brainwashed. Yeah. So the storyline here said that this lady, yes, watch it. All I would say is that watch this video.
About Donald Trump supporters and Republicans in general. See, it used to be, I thought they were intolerant. I thought they were the ones who were racist and closed-minded. But it turns out it was the other way around. Because when I was in 2016 voting for Hillary Clinton, I was working in a small office then. The majority of the people I was working with were Republican. They had no problem with me saying that I was supporting Hillary Clinton. Not one of those people treated me any differently because I thought differently than them. But the minute you turn away from that, I don't agree with what the Democratic Party is doing anymore. I don't stand for that anymore. The minute you do that, the Democrats have a problem with it. But they're the ones preaching tolerance. They're the ones preaching acceptance. They're the ones talking about the hatred on the other side.
Preach
when
it,
really
sister.
the hatred is on their side.
Yeah.
Creators, I enjoy Anderson.
So did you see that? So a lot of Americans are discovering that who are Democrats, like, man, I think we've been on the wrong side. And a lot of black people this time around for the November election have decided that they're going with the Republican Party. And also the crazy stuff has been happening. So like I said, we're going to start a daily program very soon talking about the optics about what is happening in United States. And the reason why we're actually doing this is that because whatever happens, whoever becomes president, we decide whether we're going to, God forbid, have Third World War. Because Donald Trump is bent on making sure that there is no war. He wants to stop the war between Ukraine and Russia. But Biden and Harris, they have a different agenda. They are more like, no, Russia can never. I don't know how they hope to achieve that, because Russia is not Libya now. There is a superpower. That's the truth. And it doesn't matter how much billions they give to the Ukrainians. It's not going to turn the tides of the battle. It's not going to. So, well, I just want to say thank you, everyone. So we're done. And like I said, tomorrow you won't see the G9ija news review. So it's going to be our this now is going to be Direct Wire. That is what that's the new name. We've actually changed it to Direct Wire. So from us, formerly known as G9ijaTV News Review, who are now Direct Wire. So I just want to say good night, God bless, and thank you, everyone. Good night. Thank you.